She said it with a smile sharpened by inheritance papers and perfume. "You're just the help," my sister sneered. "The mansion is mine." I said nothing. Silence has always been my most expensive weapon. We were in my office, glass walls, steel desk, the city reflected behind me like a jury waiting to deliberate. She paced, heels ticking, demanding I fix the fines, late taxes, code violations, the kind of mess you inherit when you think ownership is applause, not responsibility. "Handle it," she said, leaning across my desk like she owned that too. "You're good at cleaning things." The family lawyer cleared his throat. He slid the folder between us. Slow, ceremonial. "She didn't leave you an asset," he said. "She left you a trap." The word landed with weight. Trap. I tasted copper and memory. We used to share secrets under the staircase. Our mother's mansion, her word, not ours, was a maze of quiet rooms and rules. My sister learned early how to perform. I learned how to listen. Mother noticed both. She taught me numbers before bedtime, contracts before curfews. She taught my sister how to smile without showing teeth. I trusted my sister because I wanted to, because she called me steady, like it was a compliment and not a leash, because she said we'd run things together when Mother was gone, because hope is cheaper than suspicion. When Mother died, grief rearranged the furniture in my chest. The house smelled like polish and flowers. My sister cried loudly. I cried privately. We hugged for the cameras. The changes came quietly after. A new assistant, a new car, meetings I wasn't invited to, small slights dressed as accidents. I watched patterns form like frost on glass. Still, I waited. I always wait. The undeniable moment came as a notification, not a confession, a forwarded email sent by mistake, subject line, restructure, her signature under a plan that siphoned operating funds into shell accounts I'd set up years ago, ironically to protect the estate. She had learned my language, poorly. I didn't confront her. I closed the email and ordered coffee. Control first, emotion later. That night I opened the old safe behind Mother's study paneling, the one only I knew about because Mother trusted me with weightier things than affection. Inside were documents that hummed with intent, deeds, addendums, penalties, a codicil drafted with surgical cruelty. Mother had anticipated a contest. She'd written the rules to punish arrogance. The mansion wasn't a gift, it was a mechanism. I started planning, not loudly, not quickly. I paid the fines, every last one, using a trust that made my sister feel magnanimous for letting me. I scheduled inspections. I hired accountants who smiled too much and spoke too little. I reactivated dormant clauses in contracts she hadn't read. I let her host parties that cracked the plaster and cameras that documented the damage. I fed her wins. She grew careless. The mansion had conditions, maintenance thresholds, preservation benchmarks, financial ratios that triggered reversion. Miss 1 and ownership reverted to the executor, me, until compliance. Miss 3 and ownership dissolved into debt. Mother loved numbers. They never lie. People do. I nudged the ratios, not illegally, precisely. A delayed permit here, a compliance report there. The city did the rest. Bureaucracy is the most patient predator. When my sister came to my office demanding I fix it, the trap was already sprung. The fines were the music, the deed was the dance. The lawyer opened the folder. My sister's smile thinned. "The mansion is held under conditional title," he said. "Repeated violations transfer control to the executor. That's him." He nodded at me. "Additionally, the operating accounts are insolvent," I finished, gently, "because they were never meant to be solvent. They were meant to reveal theft." Her eyes found mine, searching for the sister she could bully back into place. She found only glass. "You can't do this," she whispered. "I didn't," I said. "You did." The room felt smaller. Her heels stopped ticking. The lawyer continued, merciless. Lawsuits, liens, reversion. A final clause Mother had titled Behavioral Incentive. If the inheritor attempted to offload responsibility to staff, if they treated stewards as expendable, the estate would default to preservation trust. No sale, no leverage, just obligation. "You're just the help," my sister had said. Mother had heard it before. My sister stood up too fast. The chair scraped like a confession. "So what happens now?" she asked, voice brittle. "Now?" I stood, finally. "Now I help." I offered her a position, a real one, salary capped, oversight constant, the kind of job that teaches humility through repetition. She laughed once, sharp and hollow, then stopped when she realized there was nowhere to place the sound. She left without signing. It didn't matter. The papers didn't need her consent.